Alright, so here is our video for There Is No Greater Love on guitar. So for guitar, we're going to play everything in root position, but we are going to play all the 7th chords. The majority of our voicings in root position are going to have the root on the bottom and the 3rd on the top. Alright? So there are basically only 3 shapes that we need to learn for this song. Well, we'll modify one of them. It's 4 shapes, but basically 3. Okay? So I'll just show you what the 3 shapes are, and then we will just have to move them around the fretboard in order to get the correct chords. Okay, so I'll show you this all on fret 3 for right now, just to show you the shapes, and then we'll move on from there. So the first shape that the one that we're gonna be using the most, I believe, or almost most, will be the dominant 7. Okay, now the dominant 7 shape on fret 3 here is going to be fret 3 with your pointer finger, fret 3 on the lowest E string. Then we're gonna go skip a string, fret 3 again. That's root, flat 7. And then the 3rd is my ring finger right here. And that's up a fret, fret 3. So this is fret 4, sorry. So this is 3, then skip a string, then 3, then 4. Okay? And now this shape can be moved around, so all you really have to do is remember that these two get stacked on the same fret, and this one goes up 1 fret. And you skip the 2nd string, right? So you could just move that around. And that's the dominant 7 shape, okay? Now, the dominant 7 shape, because our B string is tuned differently, when we move it to a different string, so we can move it horizontally between frets, but if we go to move it to a different string, like here, say we start on our 2nd string, we would do fret 3, skip 1, fret 3 again, but now this is on the B string, so we actually have to stretch it out up a half step to here. So to get that on a C instead of a G, if we want a C7, I have to stretch up my pinky 1. So that's fret on the 2nd string, fret 3, skip the 3rd string, 4th string, fret 3. Now for the 5th string, I have to go, instead of fret 4, I have to go to fret 5. Okay? And once again, this can be moved up and down. And with just those 2 shapes, you can play a lot of different stuff. We're not going to go over it, but you can play a bunch of blueses. Right? So that's only the shapes that I just showed you. Now there's really only one more that we're going to focus on here. So that's actually the major 7 shape. So the major 7 shape, starting on our 2nd string, would be, I'm going to do this on C again, so this is fret 3, 2nd string, okay, fret 5, 3rd string, okay. Now middle finger is going to be 4th string, fret 4, and now my pinky is going to take fret 5. Okay, that's major 7. With this is root position major 7 with the 3rd voiced on top. Now, this, if you could think about it as like when you go to play a power chord, you're normally playing like root, 5th root, right? Just like that. And all you're doing is you're going to take the middle finger and you're going to put it on the same string as where the pinky is and then bump the pinky up if you're used to playing like power chords like that. Now that's your major 7. So now that you know the different shapes, let's just go through the tune. So we have B flat, that's 1st fret on your 2nd string. This is the B flat major 7. So we're going to use that major 7 shape we just talked about, except we're going to start on fret 1. Easy, okay? And now we have E flat 7. So we're going to go up to E flat, that's fret 6 on the same string, except we're going to make the dominant 7 shape. that we learned before. 2 of them get stacked, and then the pinky gets stretched out. But not really stretched out, because if you think about it, it's kind of the same as the major 7. If I made the major 7 shape, like, I just take the major 7 shape, play it on B flat, get my hand up to fret 6, then I take the major 7 shape, and the way that I kind of like mutate it is I take my middle finger, I shift it down to stack with my pointer finger, I take my ring finger off completely so that I'm not stretching my fingers like in some insane way, and I leave the pinky where it is. And that's it. So, okay? So those are the first 2 chords, and now it gets a little easier from here. We have on A flat is located on our 1st string, fret 4, and I'm going to play dominant 7 there. That's with the 2 stacked, and ring finger is only up by 1. And then I'm going to shift it down to a G, so just down 1 fret to fret 3. Okay, so our first 4 chords are like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, E flat, 2, 3, 4, A flat, 3, 4. All right. And now we're going to play 2 C7s in a row. So that same shape that we used for the E flat 7, but we're going to play it on C. Okay, and now we have a C minor 7. So what we're going to do is take our pinky and we're going to shift it down. All you got to do is move it down 1 fret, so closer in. Okay? And then F7. Okay? So 2 C7s in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another C7. Now we're going C minor, move the pinky. 2, 3, 4, F7. Which is that that dominant 7 shape that we've been playing, but then I just play it on fret 1. And then I'm back to B flat major. Alright? So here's the whole, this is 2 A sections back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4. The second C7, going C minor. Now F7. Now we're back to B flat. There's a little change in this one. We're only gonna play one bar of C7 here, and then go to the C minor for only 2 beats. So I just did C minor for 2 beats, then F7 for 2 beats, then to the B flat. Okay. So let's do it again. And I'll shout out the chords as we're going, okay? So nice and slow. 1. Oh, don't worry about like comping like the rhythms and stuff like that. We'll just play whole notes, okay? So this is B flat 7. B flat major 7, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat major 7, 3. We're going to E flat on fret 6. That's 7. This is A flat, going to G. Now C7. Another bar of C7. Let's move the pinky for C minor. Now let's go to F7. 2, 3, 4. B flat. 2, 3, 4. Here we go. E flat 7. Going A flat 7. And then G7. This is only 1 bar C7. And then we're going C minor quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 2 sections of There Is No Greater Love on guitar. I wish you luck.